Hi, I'm Jim Anderton, Director of Content here at Engineering.com. In a move clearly timed to coincide with the Paris climate change talks, more than 20 of the world's wealthiest people have announced the formation of what they're calling the Breakthrough Energy Coalition. Now, the concept is that this group will invest in firms working on zero-carbon energy solutions that are both scalable and marketable. Now, it's an admirable goal, and it's entirely achievable. But in my opinion, it's another example of good money and good intentions disappearing into a wide chasm of institutional overthink. Zero net carbon alternate energy sources, they're a bit like fusion power. Always a couple of decades away, but never emerging at street level. Thousands of laboratories across the world, each working on a tiny piece of a vast puzzle, with no single entity emerging with a truly marketable solution. Now, everywhere on the planet, vast alternate energy megaprojects operate with huge government subsidies, yet never seem to reach economic parity with fossil fuel production. Why? Multiple alternate energy technologies are available, yet none are cost effective. The Greens and the political left, of course, they'd remedy the situation by simply making fossil fuels so expensive that in relative terms, alternates look cheap. But this irrational strategy, it just crushes the standard of living of an already teetering middle class in much of the Western world. Now, a more sensible solution, and the simplest, is simply to attack this as a manufacturing problem. So here's my solution. Forget cap and trade, carbon taxes, and global summits on climate change. Call a special session of the UN General Assembly and commit the world to a global Apollo-style engineering project to develop mass-produced solar photovoltaics at 10 cents a watt. Now, that's impossible, they'll say, and with current technology it is, but so is landing men on the moon in less than 10 years. Extrapolate a U.S. national space program to the 21st century and add modern computing power, advanced management, and the resources of the entire planet, and I suspect that 10 cents in 10 years is absolutely achievable. I'm not talking about developing a new photovoltaic technology, just new manufacturing technologies, and that's the important distinction. Every manufacturing project requires some form of specification control. New innovations emerge all the time, but at some point, you've got to freeze the design and learn how to make what you have. I'm suggesting that the Breakthrough Energy Coalition and all other environmental research programs stop looking for new ways to make clean energy and focus on ways to make it so cheap that natural global market forces eliminate fossil fuels entirely. Research will be necessary, of course, but not in the sexy Nobel laureate world of advanced photonics and materials science. Truly useful research will focus on weatherproof, low-cost polymers for housings and frames, advanced assembly techniques, likely using high-speed automation, that kind of thing. If current semiconductor technologies are used, we'll need a way to lower the cost of high-purity substances like silicon and gallium arsenide by maybe 2 orders of magnitude. Get the faculty of science and engineering of the world's major universities working on that problem under coordinated control of an experienced manufacturing engineering management team, and I'm certain that success is assured. So why won't it happen? Mainly because billionaires, politicians, and journalists alike are seduced by the idea of the Edison moment, a eureka discovery that historians will brand a key technological turning point. Everyone knows that Thomas Edison invented the practical light bulb, but who invented the machinery that made mass production of the light bulb possible? I don't know. I bet you don't either. And that's the point. It's the mass production that matters, not the science. We want to fix the CO2 problem. Elon Musk gets it. Let's hope the other billionaires and global political leaders, let's hope they figure it out too.